recording now? Wow, thank you. Say hi, Phil.
Journey, take one, scene one.
Right, morning folks, and today me and Phil are off to Bunker War 3 at Battle Bunker, which is a 40k tournament. It's the first 8th edition tournament held at Battle Bunker. And with me going to the Northwest Open next week, I thought I'd give it a whirl. Why not? But I'm not taking the army, I'm taking the Northwest Open, because this is specifically only Eternal War missions. So I wanted something tough. I want something that's killy. So I'm taking AdMech, which you probably saw me painting up Castellan robots last night. So, it's going to be fun. It's 3 games. There's loads of people going there I actually know. James Fusco's apparently taking the Elysian drop troops. I think Boxy's going to be there with Dark Angels. Michael Claw's coming.
Ultramarine Dave!
I have no idea who that is, sorry. And Phil...
He's like the physical manifestation of Gulliman.
Okay.
He's
Phil,
taller than you.
Okay. Phil doesn't want to be on camera because apparently he had a bad takeaway.
I just don't feel great right now.
So, when I turn up, we'll have a quick look at some of the tables that Justin's got. He's been busy painting more scenery up, so the tables are looking a little bit fuller, they look better.
I hope Justin has like Febreze in the toilets out, because...
Oh my god.
Lie.
I don't want to know about that. But yeah, so the tables are going to be good. I was in last night talking to him, and he reckons that there was how many did you say? 14 people have already paid.
And then this was like
he was expecting about another 10.
Aye.
Holy cow, man! That's a lot.
12 tables.
Yeah.
12 tablers.
You're slowly turning the cameras to get you in it.
No, I'm shaking like this because I'm thinking, you know, car ride.
Well, I was going to put it on the thing to stop it from... But no, Phil didn't want to be on camera.
No, it gets shaky cam, so it's more intense. No, it's more like you're in a war right now, and it's like shaky cam.
So, yeah, the list I've took is... It's tough. It's killy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very killy.
Yeah.
What's in your list? Because you've changed it again.
Yeah, I changed it. That's about it.
What's in it?
Not much.
How will you tell us? No.
I'm actually hoping not to draw you or Jacob, because with the amount of people there, I'd rather play people that I don't play.
Yeah. No disrespect to you, of course. I'd rather play people I don't know.
I'd rather play like people in armies I don't normally get to play. So.
Not somebody that I play like once a week.
If I play against Jacob, the person who play like 3 times a week, and it's like, oh, for goodness sake.
And you play me probably twice a week.
Yeah, so it's just like I'd rather play something else.
No, I agree. So yeah, let's have a look through my army, and if Phil feels up to it, let's have a look at his army. So here we go, guys. This is my list. It's 1998. We have a spearhead. I think it's a heavy support detachment. So we've got Belisarius Call, totally stock. We have a unit of 6 Vanguard as point fillers. The Auspex that you see is not there. We've got the 2 Data Smiths, and then we've got 3 units of 2 Castellans with dual heavy phosphors. And then we've got 3 single onagers with neutron lasers and heavy stubbers. And we've got the Knight Archaeon because 27 wounds. He's getting a wound back per turn on a 5+, and the flamer is auto hit, which is great for when he starts getting wounded. It's 11 drops altogether. I thought about maybe dropping the robots to 2 units of 3, but then I figured if I get charged, it's probably not so good. So yeah, that is it. Let's see how we get on in the first game. So I make me dinner, nice healthy water and unhealthy biscuits. First game was good. I played Andy from Darwin, played Andy before, and of course you can hear Phil and Jacob. I did table Andy, but it was a really good game. He made some very good charges, got against, especially with the wraparounds and combat. The castle needs more than just call, and that is going to be my downfall, I think, because I've got only him to re-roll, so I'm getting everybody around him that I possibly can, which means that as soon as combat hits, I'm ruined. I left the knight back. I think I need to push it forward more to draw more fire and have people deal with that rather than deal with the castle. Yeah, I think I need to push him forward to draw fire. There's a lot of people here, there's over 20. And the armies are currently out on display, some fantastic armies. I know who I'm voting for the favourite army. But yeah, just on lunch at the moment, and we're going to go into game 2. But as it stands, me and Phil are in position 1 and 2 with 15 victory points each and a full 2,000 kill points. So I'm probably going to end up playing Phil here. Phil doesn't want to play me, because we played these lists against each other the other night, but didn't film it. So I hope that I don't get drawn against Phil. Phil, would you like to say anything? Would you like to come and say anything? No, Phil's hiding, and so is Jacob. But what I can do is that. No, not that. I can't do it. Anyway, check out the rest of the video. There he is. There's Phil and Jacob. Say hi, Jacob. So game 2, I've ended up on the top table, and what's his army that's set up opposite me? Who are you?
My name is Jeff.
So yeah, me and Phil, we wanted to come here and play 3 people that we'd never played before, or at least very rarely get to play. And what do you know? We draw each other. And this mission is No Mercy, which is kill points, which Phil doesn't want. And as you can tell, it's hammer and anvil deployment, which Phil also does not want.
Massively fierce and Harry right now.
In fairness, it was a totally randomised mission. It was a randomised deployment. Justin picked all of the deployments, and Liam actually managed to roll the mission. So, yeah, Phil's almost set. Are you set up?
I'm set up.
Are you going to seize the initiative? He's going to try to, at least. Anyway, I've deployed kind of defensively. Oh, and he does it! Yeah! So, as you can see, guys, there's a lot of people here, and there is Phil. Our game is over. It's all packed away. So yeah, Phil seized on me, and it made things a lot harder because he killed stuff in turn 1. I think he took out 2 of the onagers altogether in turn 1, but the other one was an absolute workhorse. I never once rolled a 3 for its neutron laser and calls, solar atomizer. Never once rolled I think maybe once or twice a 2. So it was a long slog. It was hammer and anvil deployment, as you saw. But it was brutal. We hoped it would have gone on for a few more turns. At the end of turn 5, I had call, 2 data smiths, 2 castellans, and a wounded onager. Phil had an exocrine. I didn't quite take it out with my onager with the 2 shots that I had. It was castled up with a malanthrope, and I rolled a 5. I needed a 6 to kill it. I even actually did a wound with the stubbers. Yeah, so if it had gone on, Phil probably would have killed 1 or 2 of my units. In fact, no, probably only 1. Probably the onager. And then I probably would have killed 1, maybe 2 more. But yeah, as it stands. Interesting question, the knight drew so much firepower. I had to run round the back of the ruins to get everything that Phil had castled up. Interesting point though, the knight can move over infantry. Spore mines do not have the infantry keyword, so I can't move around them. So Phil basically blocked me in for 2 turns with spore mines, which was horrendous. So I think that puts me at 2 wins. Obviously there is other people with more wins, and we'll see about the kill points. I did manage to kill about 1450 of Phil's 2000. So yeah, we'll see how the table stands. We'll have a quick look at it when all the results are in. So there it is, the last game is over. James Fusco's Elysian drop army. These things with the Punishers are brutal. I took 1 of them down. Basically the knight hurled it up this side. The objective for 4 points was this one up here for the scouring, and I ended up with the 1.1 down here. And basically I tried to push forward as far as I could to try and get on the objectives. I did try and table them without the vendettas, Valkyries, Vultures, whichever one they are. And basically his Warlord is there, and he's got a Manticore and a unit of mortars under there. The Knight did some work, he just got really unlucky. There was 2 Basilisks up here, there was another Manticore, and I chewed through over 100 conscripts and guardsmen in 2 turns alone. The neutron lasers, of course, were the target for the Manticores, and yeah, one of them survived. And yet again, the entire game just running one shot. So I didn't win. I only got Line Breaker and First Blood, and as you can see, James controls this one. He controls this objective. The Elysian drop troops with the overcharged plasma basically took out one of the onagers in turn 1 when they dropped. But I've got Line Breaker and First Blood and contest that one objective because there is a Manticore behind there. But what an absolute stormer of a game. I was praying it went on to turn 6 because at turn 6 I could have at least getting onto these and getting him off there. So I potentially could have gotten it, but never mind. And that is it for the 3rd game. I'm going to have a look at the results and then I'll come back to you on the car drive home.
Shit for me. I haven't had my curve shit right now. I haven't had it yet. It needs to come out of you. It's like a big black anaconda inside of your eye. It needs to come out. The anaconda needs to come out the hobbit hole and it needs to come out soon.
Phil.
I did say don't record me.
Sorry, man. So yeah, I was sitting here with Jacob and Phil, and Michael Core is there. Say hi, Michael. And we've got Wilson and we've got James Fusco. Wow. Yeah, and we've got Michael Botterill.
Still recording me?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Stop recording me.
No. Oh, sorry. I'll sit up now because I am absolutely knackered, and Graham's over there, and there's loads of other people, and the results are. Say hi, Jacob. Oh, do you have to do the camp stuff?
Yes.
Why?
110%. Because it wouldn't be me without it.
Because you're trying to make your appeal to a wider audience.
Because I'm just that fabulous.
There's a gentleman over there called Graham Donaldson. Want to introduce yourself to him?
No, I'll do it.
It's recording. So I'm knackered. It was a really good game. Justin has fully implemented sportsmanship and painting scores into the standings. So simply winning your 3 games is not enough. Because did the lad who came first win all 3 games? I think he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he didn't have the most victory points, which is interesting because James Fusco, the lad who I played in the last game, had the most victory points, and Justin gave him an award for the most victory points. But even though him and the other lad had both won 3 games and both getting victory points, sorry, what am I saying? Both won 3 games, right? It didn't fall who had the most victory points. Fusco got I think he got 2 votes for favourite game, and one of them was from me. I know you're not supposed to say, but you know what? It was a fantastic game. So, and he didn't get a painted score. I can't remember whether the lad that won did, but he had he got 2 favourite game votes. He got 1 more favourite game vote than James anyway, and because of that, that's what put him in the lead to win the tournament. So Justin's using the full system of tournament points to implement everything. So like I said, although you may win all of your games, if somebody has a painted army, they're going to come higher than you because of the points for that. And if you get a favourite game vote, that's all going to contribute towards your score. So I don't know if I like it. I'm not used to it running that way, but it stops people turning up with armies that they've just basically bought, built, sprayed, and then done nothing with. It stopped. I feel like it stops the curb stomp lists, because at the end of the day, if you curb stomp your opponent, they're not going to have a fun game. And it's interesting that it is possible to win without winning. What are your thoughts on it, Phil?
Not too bothered by it, to be honest. It makes perfect sense. Stops dicks coming to the game, really. That's the best way to put it. Neckbeards and you know, people who just come to take you down and table you and things like that.
So I had 3 fantastic games. I played against Andy Charlton. I've never actually bat-repped against Andy, but I've played him low.
Light flare.
Oh, sorry, off the sun.
Oh yeah, no, there we go, I've got it.
So, yeah, I played against Andy before. I speak to him loads when I go down Darlton. He's a really, really nice guy. So I had a proper chilled out game with Andy. Second game I played against some arsehole, but played Tyranids.
Oh, Matthew Wilson. That's a bit mean.
No.
You can't call him Matthew. You're an arsehole.
No, I played against you, and
it's a good game.
it was a really good game. And
Anything other than kill points, and that it probably would have been different.
Yeah.
The kill points put you in an advantage, because as soon as you got to a certain amount of kill points, it was a struggle to catch up.
Yeah.
So,
and me and Phil both said, you know, we've got no problem playing each other, but we play each other so often.
I won the objectives,
You
so
did.
there was little things.
Oh yeah, Justin had a thing. In the second game, the first person to lose their warlord won the new Sector Imperialis objective markers, and I killed Phil's warlord on turn 1.
And I got the box.
So yay!
Yay! There was another one which was like that I don't think anyone got. I tried so hard to get it in my final game against Deathwatch, which was kill a vehicle with a troop choice with 0 AP.
Yeah.
And I got the tank down on 1 wound and tried to do everything with my termagants to kill it. It just didn't work. So
Yeah.
I don't think anyone got that. And then the final one was because that was for the dead Space Marines, and then the last one was for the slaves, which is if a character kills an enemy character in combat, which I don't know whether people did or not, but I think some people did. Yeah, so it was like little spot prizes all the way through, which were pretty good.
Yep.
Essentially, I just made back my tournament fee with the objectives, and
Yep.
I'm happy I got them. So
Absolutely. And then, of course, I played James. I played James in tournaments before. I've never been able to film a game against him. So I had 3 really good games, and it was nice that people weren't just being dicks. So how was your other 2 games? Because you played Michael Core, who I've just put a back rep against.
So my first one was against Bottle, which was definitely a curb stomp by me.
You got very lucky with your hard guard.
I got very lucky with my rolls. It probably would have ended up the same anyway, because my Swanler didn't even charge.
Right.
But it was more of he didn't have that much of a damage output.
Yeah. He had a Spartan, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
8 las cannons on it, but that's really powerful and things like that. But he just didn't have enough things to deal with my Nidzilla.
Yeah.
And then the second game, it was really good. I mean, judging from our game before, when I only managed to kill 2 robots, some Vanguard and a couple of wounds off, and a Dune Walker, not Dune Walker, the Dragoon,
Yeah.
to turn around and even you with a 4 wounded Onega, Call, 2 Data Smiths and 2 Castellans,
Yeah.
1 wounded, is a big difference, especially when you had a Knight in this one instead. So, I mean, it was definitely a big difference. So I definitely improved on my list. I could definitely see little parts where I can improve on my list again. So, and then the final
if
game.
I had the models, I wouldn't take the Knight. I'd probably take the Tech Priest and more robots or onagers.
The final game was against Michael Core's Deathwatch, which was really fun. There were some unbelievable moments, like his Space Marine captain with a jump pack with dual lightning claws in 2 turns managed to take 9 wounds off my Hive Crone because I consolidated into him. He took 5 wounds off there, and then it's his turn next, which he did it again. And that was to stop him from charging afterwards.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, that was a big mistake. And then his melters popped 2 Exocrines and Morlock, and I almost did a Tyrannocyte in as well.
Nice.
So it was like, whoa, oh gosh, but I just had more models and more objectives than him. So
Yeah.
if it went on, it could have been anything. So it was just really fun last game.
Yeah, I had a really fun day as well. I'm exhausted. We've been at Battle. Well, it's now 7 PM. We've been at Battle Bunker since I think it was about 8:45 we got there.
Yeah.
2.5 hour games, which I finished ahead of time on all of them. Me and you finished after an hour and a half.
Yeah, because we had an hour left.
And then me versus James took a long time. James had 3 vultures, so that was 120 Punisher shots. He was rolling them in 10s. So, but we finished with 20 minutes to go. So, I've had a really good day. I hope you've had a really good day, Phil.
And there's supposed to be 4 more in this sort of season, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, he was going to do them as a season, so he points for the overall season.
I came 3rd.
You did? I think I came 5th or 6th.
I don't know, I can't remember. But I came 3rd, which I didn't expect at all. I think it was a Imperial Guard player who might as well have owned the board. with how many dudes he had. And then the second one was like an Eldar player, which I don't think is the best list he could have had, but he managed to get there and get the stuff done. So well done to that. So yeah.
And on that note, it's bedtime. So bye bye.